there, hello, and welcome to another video over my tarot deck collection. And today I have here Murder of Crows tarot deck, a really interesting deck, one of my favorite decks, published by Lo Scarabeo publishing home. The deck is by Corrado Roi or Rui. Actually, this deck has two versions. One of them is black and white, which you see here, and the other one as pictured here in the box, the red negative version of deck, also a really beautiful one, but I have the original one here. Well, 78 cards, two blank cards, quite a decent book coming with the deck, really good quality box, and cards are also really good quality cards. Book is coming with the detailed card description in 5 languages: English, Spanish, Italian, French, Portuguese, and Russian. Yeah, so, and also the book contains 2 really interesting spreads: the 3-card spread and Counting Crow spread. I really like this deck, although it is considered a dark deck, because of the symbolism in the cards. Now, I wouldn't say this is a beginner friendly deck, because we don't have the classical, well, there are some similarities with the Rider-Waite deck, but this deck is standing out from the line because of detailed symbolism of almost every card. And I've put next to each other all 4 suites here. I organized the deck in 4 suites and the major arcanas. I will begin this time with the minor arcanas to just show you how interesting all the cards are pictured. For example, when you're doing reading, sometimes it's really hard to give the let's say meaningful reading when you have a lot of kings or queens or page or knights. But here, well, now in classical readings, those cards that like switch cards are representation of personalities of people to the current life, to the questioner life. And but sometimes those cards are also like kings or queens, represent situations. Now in this deck you can really see what those cards like hiding behind them. For example, I have here, and let's begin with the kings. I have here 4 kings. For the King of Swords and King of Cups, you can see their faces. This is kind of a leader manager with a bit of narcissistic traits, with the dominant behavior. And we have our King of Cups, who likes to drink, who is not let's say someone whom you can rely on a very specific let's say situation. So this is someone who is most probably living more in emotional way of living, so not someone you can for sure trust every time. And we have also other 2 kings, King of Wands and King of Pentacles, and they are wearing masks. So during your reading, it will be really easy with this deck to tell who is hiding something. So for the first 2 kings, King of Swords and King of King of Cups, you can tell by the appearance that there is something strange with them. But for King of Wands and King of Pentacles, you can never say that. Although it's not always something negative, but they are always hiding something. And let's continue with Queens of 4 suites. We have Queen of Swords, halfly hiding her face, almost fully hiding her face, a Queen of Wands. We have transparent Queen of Pentacles, and again Queen of Cups, and you can tell all her emotions by her face. However, our beautiful witch of our deck, Queen of Wands, as always, almost fully covered, so you can tell what's going on with her. So this is an interesting clue with this card that you can use during your readings, and it will make your reading more interesting, interactive. You can tell more, not only the regular meanings of the card, but also by looking to these beautiful images you can tell more. I suggest you, if you have this deck, organize it like this and have a look to the differences between the suites and the minor arcanas imaginary. We have here 4 knights, and the main difference here is the position of head of knights and how the horses are standing. So Knight of Swords ready to begin his way, ready to fight. So the fastest knight, right, Knight of the Wands, again ready, and the horse eyes are not covered. He is ready to go forward to do some movement, although he's waiting. He's slower than Knight of Swords. We see the full moon here as well. We have Knight of Pentacles, the slowest knight in the deck, and the Knight of the Cups, and both those horses have covered eyes, so they don't see. So the path of these horses might be a bit scary, so they've closed the eyes of the horse. Again, an interesting thing. And for those 2 cards, you see there's 3 crows. They are not appearing in Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. Interesting details. Next we have pages, all them standing. We have a Page of Swords. We don't see his legs, and it's almost transparent, and he might even not have legs. It's kind of his torso is floating, because this is air elemental. We see the full moon. Knight of Wands ready to walk in his half path. Page of Wands and Page of Pentacles. Standing here, he holds something, and we have Page of Cups here, quite similar to Rider White deck, and we see the moon behind the Page of the Cups. And next we have D10s. We have 10 of Cups, really interesting, bright card. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have 10 of Wands. This person with mask carrying this statue of the crow, maybe. And we have a 10 of Swords. The imaginary images in this card can be a bit, too much for sensitive people, but again, I find them really interesting. We have 9 of Swords, the card of anxiety, of bad dreams, and this crow shadow almost look like a sleep paralysis shadow, and this is quite accurate representation of this card, and the plaid on her covered with all these swords. 9 of Wands trying to stand his ground, a really good accurate representation of the resilience. 9 of Pentacles, the card of luxury, and we see this beautiful female with all her luxurious jewelry and the crown sitting in her hand. And next we have 9 of Cups and the card of secrets. In Rider White deck you can't always tell that the 9 of Cups is the card of secrets, but I'm always saying that, and by this deck and this specific card you can tell that. Next we have the 8 of Swords, card of mental blockages, 8 of Wands, card of swift changes, and 8 of Pentacles, card of mastery, and the 8 of Cups. Really interesting 8 of Cups. It's a bit hard to tell the meaning of card by this imaginary, and we have the full moon like in Rider White deck as well. So yeah, you need to have a bit, experience to be able to do like fast reading with this deck. Sometimes it's a bit hard for me as well, but I really like this deck. But also you can learn using this deck because the symbolism is modern, kind of a modern. We have 7 of Swords, and this is the card of thrift, of sneaky people. This can be someone who can steal something from you, and this crown is carrying this mice. Interesting. 7 of Wands and 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. We see the card of dreams, card of patience, card of I would say this is the undesired conflict, the situation when you are, let's say, in a conflict with something that you don't have control of. You don't actually need to be in that conflict. So yeah, this person standing here and looking to the scroll like what we are doing here. that kind of situation. Next we have six, of course, Six of Swords, card of journey. All the six are kind of representing the some kind of situation related to travel. And Six of Swords, it's a hard journey. Six of Wands, it's a journey to victory. Six of Pentacles, it's a journey when you are also creating new good situation for the others as well. So it can be a group travel or something like that. And Six of Cups is actually a journey to your past, the nostalgia, the childhood memories. And we have full moon in the Six of Wands and Six of the Swords. Next we have fives. We have Five of Swords, bittersweet victory. Five of Wands, card of conflict, of competition. Five of Pentacles, the card of poverty, and I think this is Promethe, maybe. And we have Five of Cups, a card of sorrow. And next we have our fours, Four of Swords, card of the rest. You can tell it, and this window with the crow picture there. Four of Wands, card of family relationship. Four of Pentacles, card of stability, and Four of Cups, the boredom card. Next we have our threes. Three of Swords, this poor crone here, heartbroken. Three of Wands, the choice is Maiden. Three of Pentacles, card of masonry and the architects, and we see here this person sculpturing the skulls. And Three of Cups, card of the fun times, of the parties. Next we have our twos. We have Two of Swords, Two of the Wands, we see this globe in his hand. Two of Pentacles balancing with two crows, and the card of love, Two of Cups. And we have our four aces. Ace of Swords, almost barely can see the hand. Ace of Wands with the crow sitting here, we can see this hand quite clearly. Ace of Pentacles, no hands. And Ace of Cups, and we can see this hand here. All the three aces have the hand, and Ace of Pentacles, it doesn't have it. So really interesting. A small detail that you can pay attention during your readings. And let me just go through the pile of the major arcanas, which are also really beautiful, and put them here. And I will show you also the back of the card. So we have here two blank cards, the commercial card from Lo Scarabeo, and this is the back of the card. Almost hypnotic pattern, so if you look to it, really interesting pattern, and it is also really pleasant to hands when you're shuffling the cards. And let's go through the cards. The gorgeous card of the world. We only have numbers here, and in minor arcanas we have also numbers and the elemental sign. And for the kings, queens, and knights and pages, we have only the scrolls and helmets there. Really beautiful card of the world, and we see that Tetromorph is not here. Next we have Judgment card and the angel represented by Raven or Crow. This is the crow, the murder of crows card, so this is crow. Ravens are bigger than crows. So we have the sun card, really beautiful. Look how kind is the face of this crow. We have the moon card, the star, and we see the symbolism coming from Rider White deck as well. Lightning Strike Tower, and Tower is not destroyed yet here. The Devil card, the Temperance, again angel pouring water from one cup to other. The Death card, the Hanged Man, the Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune card. Next we have, of course, the Hermit, the Straight card with infinity sign and her face is covered. The Chariot, the crows instead of the horses. The Lovers card, really beautiful, and instead of angel we have another crow. The Hierophant, the Emperor, Empress with the Venus sign, High Priestess, and instead of Kabbalistic Tree of Life curtain behind her in Rider White deck, we see those crowns. The Magician card, actually Magician looks like a lot to King of Swords, let me find that. Swords. Yes, should be here. It's good when my deck is organized and I can find the card that I want to really easily. Yeah, here. Look how similar they look like. And the crow sitting in his shoulder, magician's shoulder, and here is sitting in thrones. So I think maybe this is the same person, maybe. And we have the Fool, and it preserves all the symbolics that we see in Rider-Waite deck, but we see a crow instead of the dog, and we can clearly see the mountains and the dangers with every step of the Fool. Yeah, that was it about one of my favorite decks, Murder of Crows deck. I like doing readings with this deck. I also like to investigate these cards to find small details that I can use in my readings, like small details about every card. Like I've showed you at the beginning of the video, the masks of the kings and queens. It is really interesting small details. And I like decks like this, a bit darker decks, and they reveal the hidden parts of the meanings of the cards. Okay, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, and if you like my content, please consider subscribing. I'm posting videos about my tarot deck collection. I'm doing reviews, I'm posting some spreads, I'm doing readings, and I'm also doing some storytelling. Thanks for watching. Bye.